It is during the deepest hours of the night, when the darkness seems to be the thickest, that those who are awakened between 3 and 5 a.m. unknowingly are receiving a call from Archangel Michael. This awakening, often ignored or treated as a mere coincidence, carries a powerful spiritual message that few understand. Archangel Michael, the commander of the heavenly armies, the defender of souls, is sending signals, and his prophecy is clear. Those who wake up during this time are chosen for a greater mission, an unprecedented spiritual awakening. And now I ask you, do you wake up between 3 and 5 a.m.? If so, write here in the comments, I wake up between 3 and 5 a.m. So I will be sure that I am not alone in this spiritual awakening. If you have found yourself awake during these hours, it is not by chance. Archangel Michael, in his infinite wisdom, speaks through the most subtle and powerful signs. According to his revelations, this is the moment when the veil between the spiritual world and the physical world is thinnest. It is the time when he descends wielding his flaming sword to purify, protect, and guide those who have been called to fulfill a divine purpose. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. This biblical passage reveals how great is the strength of those who awaken during these hours. Archangel Michael, through his presence, guarantees that those who rise in the silence of the early morning are being sustained by divine strength, by the justice of the Lord. Archangel Michael warns us of a terrifying truth. Those who wake up between 3 and 5 a.m. are being prepared for a spiritual battle. It is not a battle visible to the eyes, but a fight that takes place in the spiritual field, where good and evil engage in an eternal struggle. During these hours, shadows try to infiltrate the vulnerable souls, but it is Archangel Michael who, with his heavenly power, protects and strengthens those who have faith. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, so that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand firm. Ephesians 6:13. This passage shows us that the chosen ones, those awakened by Michael, must clothe themselves with the armor of God, ready to resist the temptations and evil forces that infiltrate during the darkest hours. Many wonder, why am I waking up? Archangel Michael's answer is clear. He comes to bring a spiritual awakening. This is the moment when souls are most receptive to the divine presence, and Michael uses this time to illuminate the path of each one. He speaks directly to the hearts of those who awaken, sending prophetic messages that, if heard attentively, can change the lives of those who receive them. Archangel Michael warns, I come to bring light where there is darkness, to uplift the souls that are lost, and to prepare the hearts for the great time that is to come. According to the Archangel, this time is one of spiritual transformation. The souls that rise during this period are being prepared for a new cycle of life, a cycle in which divine truth will be revealed and the lies of the shadows will be destroyed. The prophecy is clear. Whoever awakens between 3 and 5 a.m. is being called for a special mission. This is the time to reconnect with the divine, to seek answers in prayer and meditation. Michael reveals that great changes are coming, both personally and globally. This is a time of purification, of letting go of old limiting beliefs and embracing the divine truth that is being revealed. Archangel Michael warns, prepare yourself, for the time of awakening has come. Those who hear this call are destined to guide others through the darkness into the light. This mission is not for everyone, but for those who, with pure hearts, seek justice, truth, and love. These are the warriors of light, chosen by Archangel Michael to bring balance and peace in times of chaos. For many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:1. Those who awaken between 3 and 5 a.m. are part of this select group, chosen to carry the light of Michael in their hearts and spread his message throughout the world. They are the new guardians of the faith, defenders of truth, and bearers of divine love. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. is not a mere coincidence. It is a divine call, a direct summons from Archangel Michael, who comes to reveal his prophecy to those who are ready to listen. The spiritual battle has already begun, and those who are awakened during these hours are being prepared to face evil with courage, faith, and love. Listen to this call, for it is an invitation to a life of purpose, truth, and light. Rise, shine, for your light has come and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Isaiah 61. Wake up, chosen soul. Archangel Michael is with you. When you wake up between 3 and 5 a.m., you find yourself in a sacred moment. A true spiritual portal is before you. This is the time when Archangel Michael is calling you to connect with your deepest purpose, with your divine essence. Do not waste this awakening. Follow the steps with faith, an open heart, and trust, knowing that you are not alone. Archangel Michael is by your side, guiding every one of your movements. First, enter into prayer as soon as you open your eyes. Before allowing any worldly thought to consume you, pray. But not just any prayer, make a deep plea, surrendering yourself and calling for the protection and guidance of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, leader of the heavenly armies, envelop me with your light, guide my steps, and protect my soul. This is the moment to put on the heavenly armor, to ask for strength to face not only the visible battles, but also the invisible ones that threaten your peace. Second, listen to the silence. During these hours, the world is in a state of almost absolute silence. This is the perfect moment to listen to the voice of the divine. Sit in a quiet place and simply listen to the silence. It may seem empty, but it is in it where the deepest messages are transmitted. Archangel Michael often speaks in what is not said, in the intuitions that arise in your mind and in the feelings that emerge in your heart. Be attentive to the small revelations. Remember, God also speaks in the silence. Third, write down your intuitions. Keep a notebook or journal by your side. During this spiritual awakening, your mind may fill with thoughts, ideas, and sensations that seem confusing at first. Write down everything you feel. These small insights are often direct messages from the spiritual realm, and Archangel Michael may be trying to guide you toward an answer you've been seeking. What seems like just a random idea is often something much greater that you'll only understand over the course of the days. Fourth, do a guided meditation. Archangel Michael often comes to us during the stillness of meditation. Close your eyes, visualize his imposing figure with his flaming sword, surrounded by divine light, ready to protect you. Imagine that you're enveloped by that protective light and feel the strength of the Archangel. This practice will not only strengthen your connection with the divine, but also purify your mind and spirit, aligning you with your greater purpose. Let each of your breaths be a channel of light and protection. Fifth, cry out for protection. The period between 3 and 5 a.m. is also known as the wolf hour, when negative energies and evil forces may try to infiltrate. But do not fear. This is the time to claim the power of Archangel Michael in your life. Archangel Michael, defend me in battle. Be my protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. Pray with faith and be certain that nothing can touch you while you're under the protection of his heavenly wings. Sixth, practice gratitude. Although this is a time of spiritual alertness, it is also a moment of deep gratitude. Waking up during these hours is not a burden, but a gift. Thank God, Archangel Michael, and the spiritual beings who are by your side for this awakening. Recognize that you are being prepared for something greater, to be a beacon of light in times of darkness. Gratitude opens doors to even greater blessings and strengthens your connection with the divine realm. Seventh, realign your intentions. This awakening is an invitation to reflect on your life, your desires, and where you're directing your energy. Archangel Michael is asking you to align with your spiritual purpose, to look beyond earthly concerns and seek something higher. Use these hours to rethink your intentions, to purify your heart of resentments and negativity, and to commit to walking in the light of truth and justice. Archangel Michael doesn't choose just anyone. He chooses those who have the courage to face themselves. Eighth, trust the journey. Above all, have faith. Waking up during this period is a clear sign that you're being guided towards something greater. But the journey will not always be clear or easy. There will be challenges, there will be doubts, but remember what the Apostle Paul said, "I can do all things through Christ, who strengthens me." Philippians 4:13. With the strength of Archangel Michael, you can face any obstacle because you are protected by a greater force. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. is not a simple accident or an interruption of sleep. It is a powerful spiritual call, an opportunity to connect with the divine and with Archangel Michael, the great defender of souls. Do not waste this moment. By following these practices, you will not only hear Michael's voice, but also feel his presence guiding you, protecting you, and lifting you to a higher spiritual level. You have been chosen, you are protected, and the path to the light is before you. Trust, pray, and awaken, because constant spiritual elevation is the path to the deepest transformation of our soul. Archangel Michael, by waking us up between 3 and 5 a.m., is not only calling us for a momentary mission, but is summoning us to a continuous process of spiritual growth, a journey that must be walked with determination and faith. This journey is full of challenges, but also divine rewards, because the higher we ascend spiritually, the closer we are to the purpose that God has set for us. Maintaining constant spiritual elevation is essential because the world we live in is full of distractions, temptations, and obstacles that can deviate us from our true path. Spiritual elevation helps us transcend those forces, making us stronger, wiser, and more in tune with the divine plan. The higher our soul is, the clearer our spiritual vision becomes, and the greater our ability to discern what is true and divine, separating light from shadow. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Matthew 6:33. By seeking this constant elevation, we are not only connecting with God, but we are also opening ourselves to receive spiritual and earthly blessings. Spiritual elevation is the foundation for a full life, guided by inner peace and divine wisdom. You may be wondering, how can you identify progress in spiritual elevation? Progress in spiritual elevation can be subtle, but there are clear signs that you're moving forward. Michael, the Archangel, reveals to us that we should pay attention to small miracles, noticing responses that arise before we ask the questions. Decisions that once seemed difficult are now made clearly and confidently. An increase in empathy and love for others is also a sign of progress. Spiritual elevation awakens in you a greater compassion for others. You begin to feel the suffering of others as if it were your own, and a genuine desire to help, to bring light into the lives of those around you arises. Detachment from material things is also a sign of progress. You begin to notice that things that once concerned you greatly no longer hold the same weight. Spiritual progress brings with it a clear sense of mission. You start to understand that your life has a greater purpose, and you feel the responsibility to fulfill it with love and dedication. Now, you're probably wondering what to do to maintain spiritual elevation. Spiritual elevation is not a final destination that is reached, but a constant state that needs to be cultivated every day. Michael teaches us that it is essential to maintain daily spiritual practices to sustain this connection with the divine. Stay focused on good, on love, and on gratitude. This way you keep your vibration high and prevent negative energies from invading your mind and heart. The act of serving others, helping those in need, is a powerful way to maintain your soul's elevation. For the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve. Matthew 20:28. When we help others, we draw closer to God's light and strengthen our spiritual elevation. Gratitude is another key component to maintain your constant elevation. Walking in the light of truth, keeping honesty and truth as core values in your life are fundamental. Miguel teaches us that spiritual elevation depends on living in alignment with divine principles. Avoid lies, deceit, or behaviors that go against your conscience. Constant spiritual elevation is a journey of faith, perseverance, and commitment to the divine. It is a process that requires daily dedication, but its rewards are infinite. Peace for the highest calling of your soul. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God, as quoted in Matthew 5:8. Our spiritual journey is not just a path we passively follow, waiting for something to happen or for miracles to be revealed. On the contrary, each of us is called to be the protagonist of our own life story, taking responsibility for our choices, attitudes, and the impact they have on the world around us. The Archangel Michael, in waking us up to our purpose, also awakens us to the purpose of those around us, and often in the spiritual realm. For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly, as quoted in Psalm 84:11. This verse reminds us that by choosing to walk the path of righteousness, truth, and justice, God blesses us with his grace and protection. But it is up to us to choose this path. The Archangel Michael guides us, protects us, and directs us, but the decision to act is in our hands. As the protagonists of our life, it is our responsibility to use these opportunities. When we wake up between 3 and 5 in the morning, for example, we are called to act, reflect, and seek spiritual connection. This is a moment that requires our initiative and our openness to listen and follow divine messages. Being a protagonist requires courage. It is not easy to face our fears, our past mistakes, and the parts of ourselves that need transformation. The path of spiritual elevation is often challenging, but it is in those moments that we learn. Only then can we truly elevate ourselves and align with divine purpose. As protagonists, it is also our responsibility to identify the challenges and obstacles that prevent us from progressing spiritually. Often, these obstacles come in the form of emotional patterns, deeply rooted fears, or limiting beliefs. The Archangel Michael teaches us that we cannot be victims of our circumstances. We can be challenged, but never defeated. Every difficulty we face is an opportunity to grow and strengthen our spirit. Spiritual elevation is not only about facing external challenges, but also about internal self-transformation. Every day is a new opportunity to be better than yesterday. Spiritual elevation requires that we be conscious of our thoughts, actions, and emotions, always striving to align our being with the highest principles of love, forgiveness, and compassion. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God, as quoted in Romans 12:2. Spiritual transformation is not just a change of habits, but a profound renewal of our mind and our intentions about how we wish to live and act. These intentions are like a compass that guides our choices throughout the day. Act with courage. Do not allow fear or doubt to paralyze you. Act even when the path seems difficult. Remember, the Archangel Michael is by your side, strengthening you to face any challenge. Practice self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions. Ask yourself, am I acting in accordance with my spiritual purpose? Being the protagonist of your life story is an act of courage and spiritual responsibility. The Archangel Michael awakens us to this role with the purpose of becoming co-creators of our reality, agents of transformation and light in the world. You have the power to change, grow, and manifest the best version of yourself, but this responsibility demands action, determination, and faith. Remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, as quoted in Philippians 4:13. You are the protagonist of your spiritual journey, and with divine guidance, you can face any challenge. When the weight of worries suffocates us, God sends us angels of light to protect us, guide us, and above all, to carry us when our strength runs out. The Archangel Michael, in his infinite compassion, whispers to our hearts, I am with you. Always in moments of despair, when you believe no one is hearing your prayers, I am the one holding your invisible hand, fighting the battles you don't even know exist. This message is a powerful reminder that we are not walking alone. You are caught in deep thoughts, in pains that you hide even from yourself. The fear of the future, the wounds of the past, and the uncertainties of the present crush your heart. But suddenly, in the midst of that silence, you feel a presence, the presence of something greater, something that cannot be seen with the eyes, but that you feel clearly in your soul. That is the divine presence, the presence of Michael, wrapped in light, touching your being with love, and in that touch, all your anguish begins to dissolve. You realize that Michael is always by your side, even in the toughest battles, in the loneliest nights, on the days when you believe you cannot continue any longer. Life's journey can be hard, and we all face pains that break us at some point. But I want you to know, from the deepest part of your soul, that the tears you shed are not in vain. Every tear you have cried, every sigh of pain you have released, has been seen, has been felt. Nothing is forgotten by God. Each of those tears is a silent prayer carried by the Archangel Michael. Feel the relief, feel free, because it is no longer necessary to walk alone. It is no longer necessary to carry that burden with your own strength. Michael is by your side, ready to fight for you, to defend you from any evil, from any darkness. And in the midst of that surrender, you realize something truly transformative. You are loved beyond what you can imagine. You are protected, and although the path may be difficult, you will never be helpless. The light never goes out. God created you to be a beacon, an example of strength and overcoming, and although tears roll down your face, although the weight may seem unbearable, Michael is with you, God is with you, and your path to victory is near. Allow yourself to feel this presence now. Allow yourself to be loved in a deep and unconditional way. Let the tears fall because they are part of the healing. And remember, never, never will you be alone. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, as quoted in Psalm 23:1. May we learn together and be together on this journey. I send you a huge hug. I am honored to be by your side. You are an incredible person and deserve the best you could wish for. Trust in your unlimited potential and in the power of the entire universe. Your presence in this world is an invaluable gift to me. Thank you so much for existing. Eternal gratitude. Don't miss our next video titled, What Nostradamus Predicted for Those Who Sleep on the Left Side Has Begun. Discover surprising revelations that will change your perspective on sleep and its implications. Click the link and dive into a world of knowledge that will help you understand what's to come. We're waiting for you.